and get this on the road. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the second best of 5 at the Heroes Battle Arena. Kiev6 versus NaVi, and we have Sky Temple to start things off with on our first map. We have Falstad banned out right away and a ban on ETC, leaving Kel'Thas and Tyrande in play, and Kiev6 can now decide which hero they are going to take. The cool thing about this team is that they drop the occasional Abathur, they drop the occasional Lost Vikings, and we could see that again. TWSX, thanks for the support, my friend. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. We had some crazy days, and you guys have been amazing. Thank you for that. Kel'Thas more important than Tyrande. Okay, Tyrande, there you have it. Oh, that was a very heavy lock. Fuan as well, guys. Muradin Tyrande with the snipes here, and we have the subscriber snipes apparently. So double sub right there. Kiev6 versus NaVi, and NaVi with the Muradin Tyrande lockdown. So Kiev6 actually saying, you know what, we want to have the Kel'Thas here. We don't care about Tyrande. Let's go for that sniper comp, boys, and let's see what Kiev6 can actually do with this now. ETC is banned out, but the Uther is still available, and we have seen a lot of a focus on the melee assassins, so that could happen once again if they are trying to drop that. They have the chance to go for it right now, with maybe Uther going into a Thrall later. We've seen a lot of Zeratul being played now as well, and we had crazy games. I mean, holy cow, have you seen that game with Dignitas versus Fnatic? Oh my god, that finish, absolutely insane. A couple of these games were crazy. Tyrael. Well, that's a very early Tyrael here. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like the hero is bad, but usually you see other heroes picked a lot faster than that, or a lot earlier than that. So we have a Tyrael actually taken now. And Tyrael, well, I guess with the sanctification to make sure that the sniper comp is not going to do too much damage. So once that you jump to the sniped target and drop the sanctification, that helps. But yeah, that Tyrael player will have to have some very sweet reflexes to make that happen. So for now we have Kel'Thas, Tyrael taken, and it's a Reyna that we see here. No Uther. The support is disregarded, at least thus far. NaVi these days is, by the way, absolutely brutal. We've seen them with a couple of games that they played, and boy, are these guys good. Oh my god. It's actually so awesome in the European scene to see these fights with Fnatic versus Team Liquid, having NaVi in play, Dignitas as well, the top 4. And I've already told you that Kiev6 likes to play the Vikings, and guess what? NaVi knows that as well. So they are saying, you know what? Ban the Vikings out. Let's get rid of them. And that makes, of course, Hydra a little bit salty, I'd say, because he is the Vikings player for them, and I'm pretty sure that he would have loved to play the hero once more. But Thrall is currently put into action here for Kiev6, so we have a bit of Thrall play. NaVi now with their own double pick, and let's see what they're going to go for. They have still the Uther that they can take. So they could play Uther with a different melee assassin, maybe something along the lines of Sonya, not quite a melee assassin, but filling the same role more or less. At least she's one of the bruisers at the front. So NaVi right now, are they going to go for it? It would be a very cool setup actually with what they already have. An Uther for the extra stun, and also having the Sonya in play, then in the last pick going straight for a ranged assassin. That would really work. There's the Sonya, and the Uther could be taken now. I suppose if they really want to have like a certain hero as a damage dealer, like a Vala for example, a Sylvanas, a Zagara, they can take that first and then pick the support later. Even if Uther is taken, they can go into a Karazim, they can go into like any kind of hero that really work with Sonya. A Rhaegar, for example, would work too. I'm mentioning it all the time, even though he is super underplayed in the European scene. I don't really think we're going to see him anytime soon. And that's exactly what they're doing here. NaVi is playing now Zagara. Have that at the bot lane most likely. Kiev6, they can take Uther, and that will leave Karazim for NaVi. So in this case, what is Kiev6 going to do? They probably should really think about a second frontliner here. Reyna and Kel'Thas are great for damage. Maybe a Tassadar just simply in addition to a second healer. Tassadar Brightwing is a very sweet comp, but there is still the Uther out there, so why would you actually forego Uther if you have the chance to pick him? Kiev6, well, they can for now go straight for it. So far they haven't done it yet, but what's it going to be? Uther Johanna. Uther Johanna and NaVi, most likely with the Karazhan at this point. Well, actually, we have Tyrande already taken. Sorry, I was blanking here for a second. Karazim would work. That's definitely true. You could go into a damage build on the other heroes. But with the Tyrande, you don't even have to do that. If you want to have extra support, you can drop the Tassadar, for example, and just go into like a Storm build. Or if you really think that you don't need that at all, you just go into even more damage. And they picked Diablo for the second approach here. And Diablo for Na'Vi is played with Apocalypse most of the time. And more into Apocalypse could be old school style. Na'Vi, they play Lightning Breath and Apocalypse. Lately it was more the focus on Apocalypse itself, and guys, this is going to be a great start into our best of 5 here. So let's jump right in on Sky Temple and see which team is going to take the lead here. We cut the sub off at the end, so do it like Rumhell with the sub. I'm reading that again with a Kaldor right flex. What, you had it there too? I'm tempted to actually just do it for the troll. Tempted to just do it, but it feels so silly. It feels so unbelievably silly. Luvi, you in? Hey, dude, I'm not in yet. Let me wait. Where's my lobby? Where's the lobby at? And who's hosting? Navi, I suppose, is. Navi is host, yes. And okay, Kiev6. Right, so, okay, cool, we have everything set up. I'm in, he's in. Okay, sweet, so cool, we can start it from here on out. Why are you guys so flex obsessed? Seriously. I am shy, leave me alone. I'm a shy person. Alright, Sky Temple is the map. Game number 1. Shush. Ah, come on. Who are we waiting for here with the loading? It was all so well timed, and then it's like, psst. Somebody has to feed his hamster. Game number 1, everybody, in the best of 5 series at the Heroes Battle Arena, powered by G2A and Twitch. We have to the left side of the map Navi with Alex the Frog on Diablo, Eternal on Muradin, Zarmany on Sonya, and Crosby is playing Zagara for the team with Grand Paquete on Tyrande. To the right side of the map, it's Kiev6 with Air on Kel'Thas. We have Mopsy on Johanna, Sir Ice Cream is playing Tyrael, Hydra on Reyna, and Lunan on Uther. So, yep. Things are looking actually pretty good for us because we're going to have a super fun game. Shout out to Mene by Eternal. I'm not quite sure why, but I suppose that Mene will know. Already with the talents here, we have on level 1 the Shot of Fury taken for Sonya. We are seeing Soul Feast for Diablo. Devil's Stew, sometimes the talent if you play him as a solo tank, but in this case it is of course a double tank composition that they're playing. If you take it literally, then Zarmany is also a tank, but well, he is more of a bruiser, and I can't help myself, but I personally feel that Zebra on Barbie Sonya is just wrong on so many levels. Zarmany, something is seriously wrong with you, buddy. I mean, really, what were you thinking? I mean, come on, what were you thinking, dude? Barbie Sonya on the Zebra. Okay, alright. Well, up to the top lane, we have a couple of talents here for Team Kiev6 that I want to talk about. And this is, of course, first of all, Reach as a level 1 talent on Uther. No Conjurer's Pursuit here. Reach in itself can be quite nice if you have especially a melee assassin, which in this case isn't really happening. But if you want to make sure that you can keep that Tyrael alive, if it dives in hard, then Reach is definitely useful. Normally when you see Reach, Wave of Light is a very, and also, by the way, Cabano's Conviction, so level 4 and level 7 talents, are very nice combos to really reach those heroes and keep them alive. And already the cooldown reduction with the Horadric Reforging. It's a talent that we see a lot more often these days. Not only in the European scene, but if you've been watching the Chinese cast that I had earlier this morning, we saw the same talents happening already over there. At the same time, Lunan and Ea on the way up to the top lane right now. So as you can tell, we have in this case focused attack, no, actually Ranger's Mark taken for Tyrande. Move in against Ea, but well, in this case that didn't really work because that Stormbolt hit the building and nothing else. But of course the temples are now active and both of the teams are starting to move in immediately for that attempt. Alex the Prodigy is up at the top trying to do his thing here and soaking some experience shots. Keep, of course, in mind that we have on level 10, normally for Alex, these days at least that is, a move straight into, hold your horses, Apocalypse. So it's actually very, very cool. And, well, Lightning Breath is really nice and exciting as well, but if you have that more into Apocalypse, that is absolutely awesome. I'm not 100% certain if this is really going to happen in this game, but I've watched several scrims where they used it, and also games, of course, as well. Nice lockdown against Lunan. Very good support player, actually, on the European realm. We currently have Mopsio and Hydra still going for the last few shots, but it is a 3 against 2 now. And Eternal and his boys, they are doing very solid work here. Diablo, on the other hand, dying. Aya finishing him off up the top lane. Apparently, he didn't need seals from coming. He soaked all of the shots, though, and we are seeing a bit more damage against the structures. Dished out by Team NaVi. So NaVi actually like a very nice approach into the game. Good start. They lost Diablo, which is of course a bit of a setback. But besides that, things are actually looking pretty nice for them. They have on level 4 now again the Fire Devil taken, the standard talent here to take for Diablo. And besides that, we are seeing the focused attack for Sonya after the shot of Fury. She's of course moving in once again. Alex and Grandpa Keta are just aiming straight for the next camp. And a similar situation occurs to the right side of the map where AR and Mopsio are aiming for a bruiser camp to push the top lane. Normally that camp is a bit timed later so that you can usually get it when there's the bottom temple active. That's at least the ideal scenario. Most of the teams get it a bit earlier as well. But for now we're having still Zarmany up at the top playing it super safe. It's of course a heavy engage comp that we're seeing for NaVi right now. And so far they haven't really done too much pressure play with that Tyrande composition. They can use either Muradin plus Tyrande, or they simply use the Diablo initiation to just go in and go stun into stun. And it's a very, very powerful trick, especially of course once that we are going straight into these fights. And at the bot lane, this is going to happen once that the temple is going to be announced. Teams are going to rotate over there. Level 7 talents with the piercing bolt. Diablo is most likely going to go into the battle momentum. And yes, there we have it. Ferocious healing for Sonya, making sure that she's now in a position where she gets a bit of self-sustain. Endless creep for Crosby. It's all about the vision on the map, making sure that you can prevent these ganks. And Luna plays for Tyrande. So Tyrande going for a full support and stun bout build. Not going into any kind of like heal attempt with the cooldown reduction thanks to Empower on level 1, or even with the battle momentum at level 7, which we occasionally see. Team Liquid, for example, loves the build. Gadam Head playing that build 6 days to Sunday when he's on the hero. Level 7 and Zarmany up at the top, so they're still trying to get a bit of experience here. Zarmany shows himself very late, pushes this in, but a rotation to the top is happening, and it looks like with Diablo still in the mid lane, it's all about the experience soak for now. Fission Bomb has been taken. We're seeing also now the Conviction for Mopsio as a level 7 talent. Cooldown reduction for Turiel, and Revolution Overdrive into Cleanse for Reyna and Uza. The fight for the temple is already starting. To the top lane, Kel'Thas has defended the fort and is really holding it for now, but down here to the bottom, the shots are soaked by NaVi, and they're doing very well with this. The rotations are happening on the map again, but down here it's so far 3 versus 3, and an earlier level 9 for sure for NaVi. They move in again, and this time they're trying to go for Hydra. He's already zoned out, body blocked, but Eternal needs to move away. Mopsio is going in as well. They try to turn around against Eternal. Here comes Aya, and Muradin is going to fall. Second kill already for Kiev6, but the shots are now also firing against NaVi. So the situation for Kiev6 is getting better by the minute. They are still behind in experience, but they are doing very solid work with these shots and start to take down now tower number 2 as well. Sonya has been at the top lane for most of the time though, and that extra experience that NaVi was able to gather thanks to her is now leading into an early level 10 for them. And that's really when a lot of these control spells that NaVi is going to trying to use will come into play. Once again, we're having in this case Maw and Wrath of the Berserker used. There's also the Shadowstalk, and we have at the same time Avatar, whereas Diablo is waiting with his heroic ability. And there it is, Maw into Apocalypse is making a comeback here. Not only that, Alex is threatening Lunan at the bot lane. They go in for a drop against that fort, and of course there's very little that you can do if your opponent already has the level 10 ability and you are still waiting for it. So if Sir Ice Cream just exposes himself once, it's going to be stun and to a world of pain, which is one of the reasons why he's still sitting on his glide on his mount and make sure that he doesn't go in too deep. So to the top lane again, we see Sonya still continuing the pressure play. AR is attempting to make something happen here. Actually, I'm a bit surprised that nobody is trying to take AR down here, since they could rotate to the top, but Lunan is helping out. And talking the talents about Lunan, I mean, we already had the talents on, of course, a bit earlier. He went into reach, but still the protective shield did not go into the Boundless Conviction. We have still a 2-kill deficit from the point of view of NaVi, and it could be 3 if Kiev6 moves in with a kill against Diablo. Here's the Apocalypse, nice stuns. Diablo about to escape here, might get away in this case. And yes, Mopsio is turning around. Uther is already dead. He's trying to zone and peel for his comrades, but Diablo may be locked down. Not quite. Alex is toying with fire here. So Ice Cream is about to be obliterated. He's trying to jump away, but the stun of Tyrande hits him, and it hits him hard. Down he goes. It's a double kill. Diablo is still alive, able to really maintain that and go back home to heal up. Level 12 versus level 11 right now. Mopsio is down to the bot lane and is attempting, of course, to soak a few of the shots of the temple that is now spawning. We have 2 temples on the map, 1 at the bottom, 1 in the middle. And this is a very solid approach here, again from NaVi, considering, I mean, at this point it really looks like they might be able to get that early level 13 as well. If they get those shots in the middle and at the bottom, that would be amazing. But as long as Grandpa Keta can at least soak a few, they're going to be fine. It's great creep spray, by the way, in the map. Just look at this mini-map. There's creep everywhere. It is crazy how well Zagara was able to maintain that. The vision on the map is absolutely out of this world. They see everything that is happening here. We have Zarmany already going for the mercenary camp that was captured a bit earlier, and the rest of the team is just like, yeah, just posturing around that temple, trying to just force the opponent back. With a level 13 talent, they could now move in and do maybe a bit of damage. Firestorm is ready, and therefore we have also Mutalisk plus Overflowing Light, and they try to soak the last few shots here. So everybody moves up to the top, they go for the temple, they're gonna get it now, and this will of course drop that fort up at the top lane. The fort is gonna fall, more experience for NaVi, and at the bot lane they have Muradin now in position to do the exact same thing already to the structures over here. So very nice pressure. 2 of the forts are still in play for NaVi, but they already took down all the forts of their opponent and are starting to really threaten the walls at the keeps. Great start for them, of course. Mystical Spear now as well, and they go in at the bot lane with a very nice push here. Again, the potential kill against Luna. Divine Shield saves him for now. The question is for how long. Alex moves away. Nobody's able to drop him just yet. The Maw potentially into Apocalypse, and yes, there it is. And the stun train is hitting hard as Kel'Thas gets obliterated. Luna is about to die. They kill maybe even Mopsio. They stop it here, they take down 2, and they let Mopsio and also Uther go. Could have killed them, I guess. If they would have dived a little bit harder, then maybe those kills would have been it, but now they go straight for keep. And there is nothing that these remaining heroes can do to stop them. So it's a great play here again by NaVi, and they move in, and with so much damage they're easily able to now take the first keep of the game. Level 15 versus level 13, so finally that extra talent is now in play on the side of Kiev6. But NaVi, they showcase once again why they're currently so unbelievably powerful in Europe. We currently see them with a level 13 talent, Kiev6 that is, and that of course also means now chain bombs for Kel'Thas. We're having the Burning Rage on good old Sir Johanna, plus Imposing Will for Tyrael and the Giant Killer for Reyna. It's a lot of damage that they have on level 13, and it feels like they are very desperate right now. The Owl is hitting the bottom, and of course now they go for the boss again. But yeah, Kiev6 is desperate. You can really tell. They're trying to sneak the boss in, but already Alex and his boys are on the way, trying to contest it here. Apocalypse is of course still in cooldown, but this could be a disaster. If Kiev6 doesn't win this one, then it is going to be a nightmare. Zarmany about to move in, Eternal with a jump on the point, and there they are. Everybody's going straight for it. Divine Shield already used, and it looks like Diablo might actually fall here. Zagara with all the damage on the other hand, and Kel'Thas is already down as Tyrael. Everybody dies. Now it's time for Reyna to also join the club. Hydra is trying to get away here, but if Eternal has another Stormbolt, then it is lights out. Uther Ghost is healing him, and here is the kill against Reyna. It's a team wipe. Level 16, boss at the bot lane, and that's going to finish the game. Great job here by NaVi. It was a desperation move on the side of Kiev6. They already knew that they were in a world of pain and trouble, and just said, guys, let's go for the Hail Mary move. If we get the boss, we might still have a chance to close that experience gap, and if not, then the game is over anyways. The core is being attacked. The boss isn't even here yet. They wait for it, 78% on it, and now they move in again. Here comes, of course, the engage at the same time, but the Apocalypse is ready once more, and down goes Johanna. Kel'Thas dies again. It's 11 kills against 2, and game number 1 in this best of 5 series is going to end in favor of Team NaVi. Great play here by them. Amazing coordination with all of these abilities, and NaVi takes the lead in the best of 5 at the Heroes Battle Arena.